Hey guys. So I saw this video on the YouTube of this spiritual teacher saying, fuck the law of attraction. I could say that more powerfully. Fuck the law of attraction. And I watched it and I like everyone's opinions on the law of attraction. And I thought of quite a few things, so I'm going to kind of share those here. And Caesar's going to be moving around, so I'm going to be petting him. Now, the law of attraction, for us who are watching it, what does the law of attraction say? Or, we talk to most people, law of attraction very basically says like attracts like. And what the law of attraction then says is that your thoughts, your dominant thoughts, are the point of attraction to which experiences manifest. So what's happening internally with your thought patterns manifests externally. So this person said it's the law of mirroring, right? I'm being a certain way and I'm getting that image back to me in this reality. And so the law of attraction dictates our lives. We see that everywhere. We see that with positive people have positive experiences, and truly positive people, not people that are putting on a show. People that internally feel grateful, experience situations, circumstances that mirror that back to them. People being grateful for them, things they can be grateful for. People that are depressed, sad, based on their thought patterns, experience those things. So those of you who are very interested in the law of attraction, the first question I like to ask is, why did you feel so drawn to the law of attraction? For me personally, it was because I was coming out of all my treatment with going through cancer and the bone marrow transplant, and I was finally at a point where I really wanted to be the dictator, the creator, the manifester of my experience. I wanted to have full control of my reality. And so a friend showed me The Secret, the original one, and it clicked with me because when it really boils down to it, I wanted control of my life. I didn't want my experiences, my circumstances, my situations to be left up to this unknown, omnipotent force that had control over me and was playing like a puppet. I wanted to have full control over my experience. That's what got me into it. And so I think most of us who find that we're drawn to the law of attraction, even though it is this universal law, it dictates this reality. We're drawn to it because, yes, we want to be creators, but we really want control. So what it boils down to is our control. I want to be the creator of my reality, right? That's what I think. If we really are honest with ourselves, we like the law of attraction because I want to dictate how my experience happens. Now the beauty of the law of attraction, if we know the first step is ask, right? I ask for what I want, and that happens most of the time, 99.9% of the time, unconsciously. I experience something that I don't want, and in that moment, I unconsciously ask for what it is that I do want. And my soul self becomes that instantly. That's the first rule of the ask. The second is answer, right? That answering, the soul becomes what I've asked for. The third step. And I think this is such an interesting step because people in the law of attraction community just want to feel good all the time, and they don't want to experience the rain. They want the rainbow all the time, and they don't want the rain. It's the belief part. Christianity, Jesus talked about belief and faith throughout the entirety of his teaching experience. He taught to love one another, to be kind, to see beyond what we're witnessing here, to see deeper into yourself and into others, and to have faith. And the faith component is very, very interesting because in the law of attraction community, we think that if I think positive thoughts, if I visualize having exactly what I want, that it is literally going to unfold the exact way that I want it. Isn't that true? I have this idea of how I'm going to make $1 million. I have this idea of how I'm going to fall in love with my partner. I have an idea of how my body's going to become healthy. And when the circumstances don't align with that, we suffer. We get frustrated. We get angry. Why is everything falling apart right now? I've been visualizing. I've been focusing. I've been doing my processes. I've really been good at this. I've been doing my best to feel grateful. And I feel so angry right now that it's not happening like I want it to. And we never remember that faith component. If you're doing the things that you need to do and that you know that are right things to do, visualizing, feeling the presence of already having what it is you're desiring, and allowing the universe at large to do the rest. But we, as physical manifestations, want to do. I remember watching, if anyone has ever heard of the Art of Allowing that's watching this, Sri Sri Ravi Shankar, he does a discourse on the Ashtavakra Gita. And in one, I remember this very specifically because I watched it with my Art of Living group here in Reno, Nevada. It's 90 degrees, that's on my shirt off because it's hot in Reno, Nevada. But we were watching it, and in one of the chapters, one of the videos was specifically called, I am not the doer. I'm not the doer. It's almost like we get to be the architect, and the universe at large gets to be the construction crew, and the managing crew, and everything else. But it's so funny because as human beings, we have this addiction to doing. We have this addiction to completing a task, and this addiction to making it happen. But oftentimes we're just running around like a chicken with its head cut off. Excuse the violent language, but it's true. Behind our action, there's very little intent. There's very little vision behind our action. But that's how the universe designs, manifests, makes our desire known to us, is through our letting go, our vision, the mental component. It's that blend between mind and body, mental and physical. Having the mental component architecturally designing what it is that we are wanting. Repeating that pattern mentally, and then physically getting to experience the universe moving into manifestation. But we forget that it's not always a beautiful thing. But it is. It's not always an easy thing. But it can be. This woman, Cynthia Ocelli, I believe her name is, her quote says, "For a seed to achieve its greatest expression, it must first come completely undone. The shell cracks and breaks, the guts spill out from the inside out, And for those who didn't understand creation, it would look like complete destruction. If we're doing the necessary things in order to manifest what it is we've been asking for, why do we keep questioning why things happen? Why do we question why I feel bad? Why do I question why this person is getting out of my experience? Why do I question why my job isn't working out and I feel like leaving? Why don't we question why my bones are kind of getting a little cricky and my skin is getting oily and it's releasing these toxins? We're always questioning that. Instead of having faith, really what it comes down to is not questioning the universe, but it's questioning us. Questioning our own intent. Unconsciously, excuse me, unconsciously we know, spiritually we know that we are all creators. We feel that. Why do you think we love art so much? We are divine creators. We are meant to create, and we are meant to create through the law of attraction. But because we're human beings, we often get lost in the physical realm. We get lost in our egos. I want to leave you with one final story. It's the story of the Chinese farmer. The parable of the Chinese farmer, excuse me. We'll call this farmer John. So one day, John's only horse, who helps till his field and take him into other towns, runs away. Runs completely away from him. The villagers come to John. They say, "John, that's a terrible thing. We feel so bad for you. You are so unlucky. Cannot believe your horse just decided to run away after being, helping you for so many years. It's a terrible thing." And John just looked at him and he said, "Maybe yes, maybe no. Who knows?" The next day, the horse returns, and it returns with 20 wild horses following behind it. The villagers see this and they say, "Oh my Lord, John, you are divinely blessed. You are so lucky. You have angels looking after you. What a wonderful thing has happened." And he says, "Maybe yes, maybe no. Who knows?" The next day, when his son is trying to break one of the wild horses, the horse bucks him off and the son breaks his leg. The villagers come, "Oh, John, your son Justin, what a terrible thing has happened. That's so unfortunate. You are so unlucky. You are so not blessed. Terrible, terrible." And John looks at them and he says, "Maybe yes, maybe no. Who knows?" The next day, the imperial army comes. "We have come looking for young, able-bodied men to be soldiers to go to war." But because John's son had broken his leg, he was not able-bodied. The villagers see this. "Oh my, you are so lucky, John. Your family is divinely guided. You are protected by the infinite presence. How wonderful for you." And John says, "Maybe yes, maybe no. Who knows?" Isn't life like that? Sometimes good things happen. Sometimes bad things happen. But it all depends on our own reaction, our own understanding of the situation. Caesar's playing. Our own understanding of the situation. Isn't it? If I know that I am guided by the law of attraction, that good things are working their way into my experience, it is law. Good things want to manifest into my reality. It is law. And I am continually working on my inner vision, feeling the presence of having those things. Seeing the beauty that is capable of being manifest through my vision. If I see those things, and I know that I am guided by the law of attraction and that good things want to be in my experience, then when negative or bad things happen, am I not calm? Am I less swayed by the ocean? If I'm on the surface and the storm is brewing and shifting the waves on the surface, and I decide to go deeper into the stillness, I still will drift with the ocean currents, but I won't be thrown around on the surface. I have personally 1,000 law of attraction stories. I'll give you one in particular that explains the parable of the Chinese farmer. And this is a true story, by the way. So I had a bone marrow transplant. And what a bone marrow transplant entails is 7 days of full body radiation twice a day. And followed by 2 days of heavy chemo to kill my bone marrow. Followed by 2 days of rest. And then I get 2 bags of stem cells from my donor. So this happened. I was fucked up, to say the very least. However, this is where it becomes interesting. My hands began to burn uncontrollably from the radiation, from the calluses peeling off of my hands and my feet. I got this very bad dis-ease, graft versus host disease, where my body's remaining immune system fought the donor blood because it saw it as foreign. This graft versus host disease attacked my intestinal lining. It attacked my skin so that I had rashes. I looked like I had chicken pox all over my body. I could not keep anything down. I literally would eat something and it would come right out like it was horse grass. It was weird. So my body was fucked up, but my immune system was super active. The doctors said, this is okay. We kind of want this. This is a good response. Because Zach's immune system is so highly active right now that if there are any remaining cancer cells in his body, his immune system is going to take care of them. Now, I had the worst graft versus host disease out of any other child that was in the pediatric oncology ward at Children's Hospital Oakland that was getting a bone marrow transplant. It was terrible. It was awful. 16 years old, just destroyed my body. And I'm still alive. Out of all the rest of those kids, maybe 2 out of 10, 15 are still alive. 3, maybe. Now, what I came to find out later in my journey on understanding how cancer is dissolved is that the only way to actually kill a cancer stem cell is through your own immune system. So in the midst of it, it sucked fucking ass. But I'm here today, alive, healthy, sharing my story with you, utilizing the law of attraction. But had I known in the moment that that terrible circumstance was going to be the thing that cured me, I would have had a different perspective, wouldn't I? Maybe yes, maybe no. Who knows? It all boils down to faith. Faith in yourself, faith in the divine manager, faith in the universe as a whole. Faith in knowing that there is a presence that wants you to have everything you could possibly desire. And not only that, but wants you to experience all of the beauty that is possible in this reality. The good, the bad, the ugly. Experience it all. But take a step back and ask yourself, is this really bad? Is this really terrible? Is this really good? I don't know. Maybe yes, maybe no. Who knows? What you do know is how you respond to it. How you choose to see the situation. Any situation can be horrible. Any situation can be great. But it's up to you to respond. The law of attraction boils down to belief, to faith. You are the creator. That's not ever in question. The universe wants what's best for you. That's never in question. It's just about you giving over control, letting go of the control of wanting to be the creator, and allowing the universe to do its responsibilities, to do its job, so that you may experience the beauty that this universe, that this world, that this reality has for you. And that's it. Hope you enjoyed this one. I love you. Thank you guys. Talk to you later.